Get those Cybermen out.
G'day guys, Sam from the Cybermen here. Today I am doing a deck profile on my Boo deck. I have been constantly updating this deck since I won Adelaide Regionals. It's got a special place in my heart because of that. So this is post set 10, post anniversary box. I'm still working on it, still testing it, so I do mention in this video a couple of things that I would change maybe, but I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Alrighty, so this is my Boo deck with some changes that I've made for set 10. I've got the good old, I'll just start from the start. I've got Hidden Power East Supreme Kai, you know, that or Further Destruction Champa, doesn't really matter. Two of. It's really good when you get him on a, you know, early turn even, like, you know, if you play your one drop Majin Buu if you're going second on turn 1 and then swing in and hit with a Hidden Power, it's a nice double strike and it gets it out of your hand. Or if you're using it, you know, to go for game is really good, but you don't want too many one drop or energy kind of sinks because you need to be able to drop them to awaken and to draw your hand. So we have 4 Babidi Unrepentant Sorcerer. Obviously this is how you get your engine going. Turn 2 you play this guy and you can play either Pui Pui if you worry about counters, counter plays, or you can play your 2-drop Buu, which is your main Buu here. We have Majin Buu's Human Extinction Attack. I've only got 2 of these. It's really good, especially against decks that use their drop area, but having too many 1-drops can stuff you up. So I've only got 2. Run 3 Majin Buu searches. So this guy looks at the top 7 for your Majin Buus. I run 2 Malicious Mimicries. I was toying with the possibility of even taking these out now that we have the new Hachiyak from the anniversary box, but I've left them in there just in case, because when you do mill them with things like the Majin Buu or Hachiyak, they're really good. Power Burst times 3. I used to run not even a scratch, but it just does start to get cloggy with all these 1 costs, so Power Burst is better. You don't need energy to use it because you always have sparking, so, and it gets back your 1-drops. We have 4 times Supreme Kai of Time. You nearly always only have 5 cards in your hand, pretty much always have 5 cards in your hand if you're comboing, so this is a 10k combo all the time. Definitely worth playing. I did play the Android 18, I believe it's a multicolor, a while back, that has the same clause. If you have 4 cards in your hand, it's a free combo 10k. This is better. It's black, 1-drop, you can get it with your Power Burst and it's always active. You play the SS4 Gogeta SCR, so you can play this, you can play Smoke Dragon. Some people want to play Dragon Balls SCR, which just because that's pretty much active from turn 2. I played this guy. It's kind of a Hail Mary if you happen to hit it on the right turn. It's cool to have. It's one of the strongest, or the strongest black SCR that doesn't warp your drop. I really like playing it, but you can only play it once you're kind of going for game, because you can't play Badoka Hugs once this guy's on the field. 4 times Bibidi as our super combo. This doesn't need to be said, but it's one of the best, if not the best super combo in the game, obviously, especially in the deck where you're milling your whole deck. You are hitting for massive damage with this guy, massive power, or defending big attacks with 1 card, which is amazing. We have the Majin Buu Ghastly Rampage. He's your starter. You get him out on turn 2 and you can play the 4-drop Majin Buu, or on turn 3 you can go to any Majin Buu from him. Pui Pui, obviously, as mentioned before. This guy, if you have 2 or less cards in your hand, your opponent can't activate counterplay skills. So it's really good to get him on the board before you start your Majin Buu chain. That's if you're playing against a deck that has a lot of counterplays, which we're seeing at the moment with all the free counterplays with the Unisons. So it's worth putting that in. Nabura, Darkness Perfected. This guy is kind of a main or side deck depending on your meta. I think this guy is good for things like big Cell Zeno that comes out. You know, you play this, he can't attack. It's really good for big bombs like that to stop their cards from attacking. Demonic Absorption. Again, this is an amazing card for removal. It's great in this deck because you can use it as a combo piece if it's stuck in your hand. Sin Shenron, it's good to get rid of him with this guy. Other cards that stuff your Boo chain up, just Demonic Absorption and smash them. Demonic Scream, Majin Buu. I have gone on adding one of these, less, no, none of them, 3, 2. I find that 2 probably sits right because you really want to see it at the right time. If you have no cards in hand, you can place this under a Boo and restand it. Your best target for this is obviously the big 6 drop, so you give it triple strike attack and then you can restand it again with this guy. But it's good on anything. Like, I'll sometimes use it on, you know, the 2 drop Boo. Get him out, attack, place it underneath, and then just attack for another 15k. It's really a nice card to use with nearly everything in the deck. So this is the newest edition, Hachiyak, Vengeful Agent of Destruction. This guy is from the Anniversary box. You can tap 1 to discard him from your hand and play a 1-drop Evil Wizard Bubbly from your deck or drop area. So this guy's used to play the 1-drop Bubbly here. It's another way of getting your Boo out pretty much without having it in your hand. So that was why I was thinking about maybe removing Malicious Mimicry, but I think that they both serve their own purpose. Hachiyak is also cool because he's removal as well, and you can manipulate your opponent's drop area with him for 3 energy if needed. So it's actually a really good card, and I have only tested this a small amount since the Anniversary box has come out, but it's very, very strong to be able to play your ability again from the drop, especially with all the cards, all the counterplay cards making it go to the drop area all the time. You can use this for 1 energy to replay it. 4-drop Majin Buu is obviously the starter of the chain. Dual attack, he's one of your most versatile Boos because once you get him out on turn 2, you can actually play into your 6 drops on turn 2. Majin Buu, Weakness Incarnate. I have 2 of these in main, 2 inside. I've put 4 in main before and it's alright, but sometimes I'm looking for another Boo and I see this guy and you can only use 1 a turn. It's really annoying and cloggy sometimes when you need like your other 4-drop Boo or you need something else, so I've removed that. Hachiyak, Hatred Everlasting. This guy's obviously good to get your pieces in the drop and also just as another card that you can play from your drop area for 3 energy, putting things like the Hachiyak and other stuff at the bottom of your deck to be reused. Majin Buu Hybrid Absorption and Majin Buu Unparalleled Absorption. They're your 5 drops. So on turn 3 you can start getting these out and hitting for 25k crits and doubles. Very, very good cards, but you don't run 4 of because you can only get them out on turn 3. 2 times Majin Buu Diabolic Punisher. So he is a amazing card in against a lot of decks at the moment who are playing really high energy cost cards before they have that energy cost. So obviously you bring him out against decks like that, probably keep him in active mode. He's only a 20k beater, you don't need to attack with him. Keep him in active mode, he can't be removed by skills, and if they play a battle card that is higher than their energy cost, you can choose one of their battle cards, anyone, not necessarily the one that's played, send it to the warp and send this guy to the drop to be replayed again your next turn. And your big finisher is Majin Buu Supreme Evil. So he's got the same skill, can't be removed from the battle area by skills. When he's in rest mode, your opponent can only draw off leader card skills, no other skills. So they get to draw for turn, but they can't use your draw rate from the drop area, nothing like that. So he's really amazing against a lot of decks these days. He can activate battle for 3 energy to get plus 10k and triple strike. So that's where that comes in with the 3-drop Buu that restands him. Because he gets it for the turn, you swing in with a 30k triple strike, they combo out or they take it, then you put the Buu underneath and swing in again for another 30k triple strike. Really good value, an amazing card, and has won many a game for me with this deck. So it's not, you know, that different to previous builds of this deck. We've obviously got no U3 stuff in here anymore, so it's very much focused on the Buu chain. And I think it's really strong in this meta. AOD is going to cause issues with aggro, and I think Buu still holds up as a really good aggressive deck. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on things that you would change. As I said, I'm this is very new build. I'm still getting used to the new cards, and I think that there could be some changes, like maybe adding those 2 more of these back in if I find I need more draw. But let me know what you think. Cheers. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe to keep up to date on all the Dragon Ball Super content. We want to thank Grand J Games for all their support, and remind you to use the code CyberMan5 at grandjgames.com for 5% off all your singles needs. Cheers.